I caught my girlfriend making out with her coworker outside the bar. When I walked over, she slapped me and screamed, "Stop harassing me," to the crowd. Security escorted me out while she played victim. I didn't argue. 5 days later, she was outside my apartment crying for forgiveness. Hey viewers. Huge thanks to everyone who's already subscribed. We're getting super close to 10,000. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and help us reach that milestone. I'm 31 and work in logistics. Been dating Tessa 28F for about 16 months. She has an office job downtown, makes decent money. We've been pretty serious. Talking about moving in together, meeting each other's extended families, the whole deal. Last Friday was supposed to be our regular date night. We usually hit the sports bar near her office after she gets off work. Nothing fancy, just drink some dinner, catch up on the week. I get there around 6:30 p.m. like always. I park and walk toward the entrance when I see something that stops me cold. There's Tessa outside in the smoking area, pressed up against some guy in a suit, making out like teenagers. Full-ton hands all over each other, the works. I'm standing maybe 20 feet away, just staring. This isn't some quick peck or friendly hug. This is full-blown cheating happening right in front of me. I walk over slowly, trying to process what I'm seeing. As I get closer, I recognize the guy. It's Brad from her office. She's mentioned him before, always talks about how funny he is, how they work late together on projects. Makes sense now. I'm about 10 feet away when Tessa sees me. Instead of looking guilty or embarrassed, her face goes completely cold. Like she's annoyed I interrupted them. "Tessa, what the hell is this?" She pushes Brad away and takes a step toward me. "What are you doing here?" "It's Friday night, our date night. Remember? I told you I was working late tonight." "No, you didn't. You texted me to meet you here at 6:30 like always." Brad's just standing there looking uncomfortable, probably wondering if he should run. "Look, Jake, this isn't what it looks like." "Really? Because it looks like you're cheating on me with your coworker." That's when she completely lost it. Her face twisted up with rage. "You're being ridiculous. Brad and I are just friends. Friends who make out in parking lots." "We weren't making out. We were talking. I saw you. Your tongues were in each other's mouths. You're seeing things. You're being paranoid and controlling." The gaslighting was unbelievable. I'm watching her lie to my face about something I literally just witnessed. "Tessa, I'm not blind. I saw what I saw." That's when she snapped, drew her hand back and slapped me hard across the face. The crack echoed off the buildings. "Stop harassing me." She screamed it loud enough for half the street to hear. People outside the bar turned to look. "I told you to leave me alone." Now she's yelling like I'm some crazy stalker who won't take no for an answer. "Get away from me. Someone help." A crowd starts gathering. The bouncer comes outside, sees a woman screaming at a man, and immediately assumes I'm the problem. "What's going on here?" "This psycho won't leave me alone," Tessa says, pointing at me. "I broke up with him and he's been following me around." The crowd is staring at me like I'm some kind of predator. Brad nods along like he's backing up her story. "Sir, you need to leave." The bouncer says, "This is my girlfriend. We had dinner plans. She was just making out with this guy. She says you two broke up and you're bothering her." "That's not true. Check her phone. We've been texting all week about meeting here tonight." "Sir, I'm not checking anyone's phone. The lady wants you to leave, so you need to go." Tessa's standing there with tears in her eyes, playing the victim perfectly. The crowd is eating it up. "Please," she says to the bouncer. "He's scaring me." I look around at all these people staring at me like I'm the bad guy. Like I'm the one who did something wrong. "Fine," I say. "I'm leaving." I turn and walk back to my car while the crowd watches. Don't argue. Don't make a scene. Just leave with whatever dignity I have left. Drive home in complete shock. My girlfriend of 16 months just cheated on me, slapped me, and then convinced a crowd of strangers that I was harassing her. The sheer level of manipulation is staggering. Get home and pour a whiskey. Try to make sense of what just happened. Check my phone and see our text thread from earlier. Her 3 p.m. "See you at O'Malley's at 6:30. Me 3:15 p.m. Yep. See you there." Her 4 p.m. Can't wait to see you, babe. So much for her story about working late and telling me not to come. I screenshot the conversation and pour another drink. Then I start thinking about my next move. See, the thing about Tessa is she's very concerned with her image, works at a respectable company, has professional social media, goes to networking events, the whole career-focused persona. She's built this reputation as a serious, trustworthy professional. Would be a shame if that got damaged. I spend the weekend gathering material, screenshots of our texts showing we had plans, photos of us together from the past few months with time-stamped social media posts where she talks about our relationship, calls me her boyfriend, posts couple selfies. By Sunday night I have a complete timeline proving we were definitely together and definitely had plans that night. Monday morning I create a detailed social media post with all the evidence attached. Friday night reality check. When someone cheats on you and then plays victim, the truth needs to come out. Here's what really happened at O'Malley's. I include the screenshots of our text conversation, photos of us together from recent weeks, and a detailed account of what I witnessed. No lies, no exaggeration, just facts with evidence. I post it publicly and share it in several local social media groups where our professional contacts would see it. Then I send the link to a few mutual friends who were at the bar that night, asking them to share their perspective on what they witnessed. My phone starts blowing up within an hour. Update 1 5 days later. Well, the truth had consequences. Thanks for all the support in the comments. Glad most people agree that cheating and then playing victim deserves exposure. So my social media post created exactly the reaction I expected. Within hours her carefully crafted professional image started crumbling. Monday afternoon I get a call from my buddy Ryan, who knows people in her industry. Dude, your post is making rounds in the professional community. Everyone's talking about it. Good. Tess has been calling in sick to work. People are saying she's embarrassed to show her face. Actions have consequences. Some of her co-workers are commenting on the post, backing up your story. Apparently this Brad guy has a reputation for this kind of thing. Even better, her own colleagues were confirming the pattern. Tuesday brought the first attempt at damage control. Tessa's friend Amy called me. Jake, you need to take down that social media post. Why would I do that? You're ruining Tessa's reputation over a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? I caught her cheating and she slapped me while pretending I was a stalker. She was drunk and confused. She didn't mean to hurt you. She was sober enough to coordinate her story with Brad and convince a crowd I was harassing her. Jake, please. She's getting scrutinized at work. Her boss is asking questions about the public drama. Maybe she should have thought about that before creating public drama to cover her cheating. You're being vindictive. I'm being honest. Everything I posted is true with evidence to back it up. Amy tried guilting me for another 10 minutes, but I wasn't interested. Wednesday brought escalation. I get a message through social media from Brad. Jake, this is Brad from Friday night. We need to talk. Nothing to discuss. You're causing problems for both of us at work. This needs to stop. Should have thought about that before you made out with my girlfriend in public. Tessa told me you two were having problems and basically broken up. Tessa lied to you. Check the screenshots in my post. Look, man. I didn't know the real situation, but this post is affecting my reputation too. Good. Maybe don't hook up with other people's girlfriends. Can we meet and work this out? No. Enjoy the consequences. Thursday brought my favorite development. Several people who were at O'Malley's that night started commenting on my post with their own accounts of what they witnessed. I was there, saw the whole thing. This guy is telling the truth. Witnessed the slap and the fake screaming. She was 100% putting on an act. Brad and the girl were definitely making out. No question about it. The eyewitness accounts completely destroyed any credibility Tessa might have had left. Friday was when she finally cracked. Around 6 p.m. I'm making dinner when someone starts pounding on my apartment door. I look through the peephole and see Tessa standing there crying, looking like she hasn't slept in days. Jake, please open the door. I need to talk to you. I don't answer. I know you're in there. Please, just 5 minutes. More pounding. Jake, I'm sorry. I made a terrible mistake. Please let me explain. I turn up the TV and ignore her. She keeps pounding for about 20 minutes before giving up. An hour later she's back. This time she's sobbing loudly enough for the neighbors to hear. Jake, I'm begging you. I'm on administrative leave at work. They're investigating the situation because of your post. Now we're getting somewhere. My reputation is destroyed. Everyone in my industry has seen what happened because you earned that reputation. Please, I'll do anything to fix this. I love you. I order pizza and let her cry in the hallway. She finally leaves around 10 p.m., but I have a feeling this isn't over. Final update. Time to close this chapter. It's been 2 weeks since I exposed Tessa's cheating and victim act, and the consequences have been everything I hoped for. After the Friday night breakdown at my door, Tessa tried a few more desperate moves. Saturday, she left flowers at my building's front desk with a card. I'm sorry. I made the biggest mistake of my life. Please give me one chance to explain. Threw them in the dumpster without reading the rest. Sunday, she had her sister Kelly call me. We'd always gotten along, so I listened. Jake, Tessa is devastated. She knows she messed up, but the public humiliation seems harsh. Kelly, she didn't just cheat. She slapped me and convinced a crowd of people I was a stalker. That's not a simple mistake. She was panicked and made bad choices. She was calculated and manipulative. There's a difference. Her career might be over. Everyone's seen your post. Maybe she should have thought about that before she decided to cheat publicly and then lie about it. Jake, I love my sister, but what she did to you was horrible. You didn't deserve any of it. Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate that. But she's family, and seeing her like this is hard. She's learned her lesson. Has she? Because she still hasn't actually apologized for what she did. She's only sorry she got caught. Monday brought the most satisfying update. Ryan called with news from their workplace. Dude Brad's been moved to a different team at his company. Apparently HR had to get involved because of all the attention. What about Tessa? She's still on leave while they figure out what to do. The company doesn't want to be associated with the drama, but they can't exactly fire her for her personal life. So she's in limbo. Pretty much, and word is getting around that this wasn't their first time hooking up. People are saying it's been going on for months. Months. We'd been talking about moving in together while she'd been carrying on with Brad. Wednesday, I run into Tessa's friend Sarah at the coffee shop. She was one of the people at O'Malley's that night who'd commented on my post. Jake, I wanted to apologize for not speaking up sooner. You spoke up when it mattered. I should have said something that night. I saw what really happened and I let her get away with that victim act. Why didn't you? Because she's my friend and I was shocked, but watching her lie about it all week I couldn't stay quiet. What's she saying now? She's telling people you're obsessed with revenge and won't let it go, but everyone who was there knows the truth. Good. Jake, for what it's worth, you handled this better than most people would have. A lot of guys would have made a scene that night. Sometimes the truth is more powerful than drama. Friday brought Tessa's final attempt. She somehow convinced the building manager to let her wait in the lobby, claiming she needed to return my belongings. When I got home from work, there she was. Jake, please just hear me out. You need to leave. I've lost everything. My job, my friends, my reputation, all because of one stupid mistake. You lost everything because you cheated for months, lied about it, then tried to destroy my reputation when you got caught. I know. I know I screwed up, but this has gone too far. She looked terrible. Hair, unwashed clothes, wrinkled, dark circles under her eyes. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. The consequences fit the actions. You made your choices. Now you live with them. Jake, I love you more than I ever loved anyone. I made terrible choices, but my feelings for you are real. Your feelings are guilt and desperation, not love. That's not true. Tessa, if you loved me, you wouldn't have been hooking up with Brad for months. If you loved me, you wouldn't have slapped me and tried to destroy my reputation to cover your tracks. I was scared. I panicked. You were calculated. You turned a crowd against me to protect yourself. That's not panic. That's strategy. She started crying again, but I was done caring about her tears. Please, I'll do anything. Therapy, couples counseling, whatever it takes. There's nothing to take. We're done. You made sure of that when you chose deception and manipulation over honesty. Where am I supposed to go? My life is destroyed. Build a new one based on honesty this time. Maybe you'll have better luck. I walked to the elevator and she followed. If you don't leave this building, I'm calling the police. Jake, please leave now. She finally got the message and left. That was a week ago. Haven't heard from her since. Her social media went completely dark. Probably because every post was getting comments about the cheating scandal. The revenge wasn't elaborate, just strategic. She tried to destroy my reputation to cover her cheating, so I used the truth to expose what really happened. She wanted to play victim, so I gave everyone the evidence to see through her act. Brad learned that workplace affairs have professional consequences when they become public scandals. Tessa learned that manipulating people eventually backfires when the truth comes out with evidence. Meanwhile, I'm doing great. The apartment is peaceful, work is good, and I've been talking to this woman Emma who actually values honesty and loyalty. Sometimes the best revenge is just telling the truth and letting people face the natural consequences of their actions. Tessa wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Instead, she lost everything. And I got the satisfaction of watching her carefully constructed image crumble under the weight of her own lies. The truth always comes out eventually. She should have remembered that before she started living a lie.